Hi again, now 11 minutes before 7, and we're taking a live look this morning at the skyline in Detroit, Michigan, where tonight there may be fireworks on the campaign trail, that is. Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz, and John Kasich are going after Donald Trump in the 11th GOP presidential debate. Hi again, and good morning, everyone. Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. I'm Lisa Bedeau. Kyle has the morning off. We're now starting our nonstop news and weather all the way to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. And we start this morning with a warning for you out on the roads. State troopers are sounding a familiar wintertime alarm. A little fresh snow overnight has turned a lot of roads slippery this morning. 4 people were hurt in 2 separate crashes along icy stretches of I94 last night. One near Valley City, the other near Castleton. Both drivers were cited for care required. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says 23-year-old Mackenzie Willits of Holly was traveling 75 to 80 miles per hour when the vehicle went out of control, crossed the median, and hit another vehicle head-on. The driver of that vehicle was 62-year-old Linda Beyer of Hamilton, Montana. Both she and Willits were transported to the Valley City Hospital with what officers described as non-life-threatening injuries. The other crash happened near Castleton. Troopers say a car driven by 32-year-old Shane Hardesty of Castleton went out of control on ice and rolled into the median. He and a passenger, 28-year-old Nathan Duval of Kindred, were taken to a Fargo hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. A Grand Forks Central teacher has quit his job about a week after being put on leave for allegedly having sex with a female student. 41-year-old James Wallen has been charged with 2 counts of corruption of a minor. According to court documents, Wallen, who was chairman of the Grand Forks Central's science department, allegedly had sex with a female student who was at least 15 years old at a Grand Forks home. Wallen says he will turn himself in at the jail, but as of 4 this morning, he had not shown up. The maximum sentence on one of the charges is 10 years in prison. It's now 6:51. Time for weather and traffic on the ones, and we check in first with meteorologist Lisa Green. Just a little bit of light snow causing some problems for people.
Yeah, you know, even a little bit does make a difference on the roadways, especially those on and off ramps and the intersections that tend to be troublesome during snow events, even these light snow events. So take it easy as you get to where you need to be this morning. Southern Valley, especially where we had the snow overnight, and Northern Valley, we do have some ongoing snow showers there. Grand Forks, some light snow falling in that area, stretching back over toward Crookston. The main area of snow out leading ahead of that, heading into the Fosston area right now and Mahnomen as well. So that doesn't look as impressive as it was before. Now, looking at our temperatures right now, we've got quite a range here. We've got 8 below up in Roseau, and then down in Wahpeton, we're looking at 27 degrees above 0. So very mild in comparison in the Southern Valley. Detroit Lake's also at 27. Fargo, your temperature is 22 degrees, and it's 18 right now in Grand Forks. 21 in Jamestown. A look at our planner for today in Fargo. We're going to see temperatures rising into the upper 20s and eventually into the low 30s for your highs today in the Southern Valley. We'll see some sunshine once we get these clouds cleared out. You can see we have a gray morning beginning for us, at least here in Fargo Moorhead, and the wind should be out of the north and on the light side through most of the day, but that northerly breeze kind of keeping our temperatures from warming up much beyond there. Eventually we'll see it switch to more southeasterly direction tonight, and that will signal a change for warmer weather moving in. This afternoon, temperatures in the Northern Valley right around 20 degrees. We'll see some low 30s in the Southern Valley and partly to mostly cloudy skies here for much of the region for today. Now, for the next couple of days, the warming trend really does kick in. Friday, we'll start off below freezing and with a chance for some mixed precipitation, some light snow. It should be pretty light. That may be an issue, though, for us. Even just a little bit will make a difference tomorrow morning. Temperatures do eventually rise into the low 40s for your highs in the Southern Valley, and we stay in the 40s for Saturday, 43 degrees. Sunday, warming up even more from there. 59 will be your high. Let's check in now with Al.
I'm just pulling onto northbound Interstate 29, Lise. Traffic out here is pretty darn thick, that's for sure. And it's actually backing up a little bit here on the ramp. I was eastbound on Interstate 94, and that's why I'm trying to go onto northbound Interstate 29 right now, and that's where traffic is kind of backing up as it gets in this kind of a corkscrew type of configuration here. And boy, there's a lot of traffic out here. It's really, really busy. Road service overall in pretty good shape, but some of these ramps absolutely are not. The ramp at Vence Boulevard, for example, off Vence Boulevard onto eastbound Interstate 94 is really quite slippery this morning. slippery and slushy. I found the same thing at Cheyenne. Found the same thing up on 19th Avenue North. Just take it extra easy today. The ramps seem to be where the biggest problems are, and when you get off the wheel tracks on the streets in town. Otherwise, lots of traffic out here on the interstate. Don't forget we have that stalled car northbound Interstate 29, just north of 12th Avenue. Flashers on. Look out for that. Drive extra carefully today. Al Ahmed, Valley Today traffic.
It's now 6 minutes before 7. We found a group of NDSU students up early this morning, and of course that deserves a big pat on the back, maybe even a little financial backing. They're holding a swing-a-thon outside for the next few days, and that's where we find the Valley Today's Christy Larson. You're always looking for a good time, and I can imagine if you see someone swinging and having a good time, you're going to stop by.
Yeah, that's right, Lisa. You know, swinging, walking around, making sure that the cars who are stopped here know what's going on. And I've had Rachel Hall out here since 5 a.m. So first of all, I just need to check in. How are you doing? Can you feel all 10 toes?
Yeah, I can feel my toes. My fingers are a little different. It's pretty chilly, but I'm okay.
And I've been noticing you guys have been here since noon yesterday. So what are you guys doing out here? And why should people stop by and help you guys raise some money?
We're out here with TKE, and we're raising money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. It's their philanthropy, and it'd just be great to get people out here to donate and benefit those kids.
And we have Alexa and Austin here with us this morning too, and I know you guys are kind of switching people out with both Kappa, Delta, also TKE, and it's going to be a little bit of a cold one, but everyone's probably going to be excited to help raise money.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody is excited to come to their shift and help raise awareness for St. Jude's and get that money for those kids.
And I know your shift's almost done with, you're kind of probably thinking towards, that warm house, maybe some more hot chocolate. But you guys have actually had some support. You guys got a pizza brought out here, some donuts.
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's cool. Wasn't expected, so it's cool to see other people helping us out.
And you guys can help them out too. When you come over here in North Fargo off of University Drive and 12th Avenue North, you can stop, maybe roll down your window with some dollar donations. Maybe if you're walking by, we just had someone pull out some dollars out of his pocket too. So again, they're going to be out here until Saturday at noon. So Lisa, it's going to be a whole marathon that they're going to be out here swinging, raising money, like we said, for St. Jude's Hospital.
It's great that you're out there supporting them as well. Hopefully people stop by and donate. Christy Larson reporting live for us. Thank you, Christy. It's now 4 minutes before 7. In a Valley News Live exclusive, a South Fargo house fire has led police to issue a search warrant for a cell phone of Daniel LeCount, who's the father of the homeowner's son. The warrant lays out what happened leading up to that fire on 26th Avenue South the morning of February 6th. The warrant indicates that homeowner, Lori Bacall, says she saw flames on a built-in shelf, even though she says nothing had been plugged into the electrical outlet below the shelves and no combustible materials were stored in that location. Bacall provided police with text messages from that night where she and LeCount were arguing about her staying out late, her relationships, and their son. Police say LeCount is currently battling a default judgment in Ottertail County for approximately $354,000 due to damage to a house he rents there. Bacall is also listed as a defendant in that lawsuit. A search warrant on the home of the man who killed Fargo police officer Jason Mosier last month shows police found nearly 24 tear gas canisters, 5 guns, and dozens of spent bullet shells. The document runs down the events of February 10th. Around 7, Marcus Schumacher's son called 911 saying his dad tried to shoot his mom. An hour later, Marcus Schumacher himself called dispatchers saying he had a gun and he would hurt anyone who came near the house. Shots were fired at about 8:20 and then again a quarter after 9. It was at 9:23 p.m. that dispatchers received notice of an officer down. Schumacher would later die from a gunshot wound. You can read more from the search warrant documents on our website. Just head to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. Friends said their goodbyes to longtime sportscaster Scott Miller yesterday. He died last Thursday at the age of 57 after a long battle with cancer. Miller was the play-by-play voice of the NDSU football and basketball team since 1996 and the Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks since 2006. In honor of Miller, the Newman Outdoor Field Press Box will be dedicated as the Scott Miller Press Box by the Redhawks on opening night of the 2016 season. News about so-called super lice in Minnesota had one parent concerned, so she gave us a call looking for some answers. We called both Moorhead Public Schools and Clay County Public Health. Officials at Moorhead Public Schools say they have not noticed an unusual amount of head lice at this time. And if a child is found to have lice, the family is notified and given the option to either pick up their student or have them remain in school and be treated after school. Clay County Public Health says that head lice is only shared through direct contact and recommends that children do not share their hair accessories like hats or brushes. They have more information on head lice and how you can prevent it. It's all posted on our website. Just head to valleynewslive.com. Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Today's question asked which spring activity we're looking forward to the most. 20% of us said this: riding a bike. I could see that. I'm ready to ride a bike, go to the park, golf, all the popular guesses that were on Facebook.
Sure. Yeah, we may see some of that happening this weekend with those warmer temperatures rolling in. You can see Saturday, 43, partly cloudy skies, and Sunday, we're going to be threatening the 60-degree mark for your high temperature. So we're looking at a good weekend ahead. Today, just keep in mind, it might be a little slick this morning. There's still a little light snow out there.
Thanks for waking up with the Valley today. More local news and weather right here in just 25 minutes.